Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2024 general reading. We are looking roughly at the first half of August, the first couple of weeks of August 2024, and this reading is for the water sign of Cancer. I hope everyone's doing well. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch these videos. It's a blessing to be able to do this. You're part of that. Thank you so much. So, if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Cancer, or your North Node, however it resonates for you, this video is for you. If you're a cross-watcher and cross-watching for Cancerians, this video is also relevant. It may resonate a little differently for everyone. It's a general reading. So if you know any or all of your other sign placements, sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, all of that, watch those videos as well, because it can bring in additional insight and perspective into your personal life. Now, if something really does resonate with you, if it really does hit home, and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact information by clicking on the description of this video. I'd love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you the same day or within 24 hours with more information. I offer a pretty wide variety of reading options, all areas of life, different types, costs, lengths, styles. I try to include something in there for everyone. And I'm pretty diligent at working at scheduling personal readings in a timely fashion as well, meaning there's not like a huge long wait, right? So if you're interested, please email me. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, Cancer. Let's see what the first half of August 2024 looks like for you. For those of you who like to know, I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot, both decks by Ciro Marchetti. Okay, Cancer, we begin with the King of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, but don't get too caught up on that. Showing up as a male, as a king, but again, it's a general reading, so it could be female as well. Somebody significant. This is the, or somebody that's showing as being influential in the first half of August 2024. So this is the King of Swords, or the King of Air, which is the element which governs the suit of swords, which is all about our intellectual landscape, belief systems, ideologies, perspectives, and perceptions. So the King of Swords is somebody who's probably quite smart, if not well educated, somebody who's probably a good communicator, probably direct, to the point, truth, honor, justice, what is right. This is the textbook King of Swords. With that, we have the Four of Cups. Offers and opportunities, but some of you may be feeling a bit stuck. There may be something on offer to you here, either from or facilitated by this King of Swords. But there's a sense of reluctance and resistance, because the Four of Cups can represent something being offered, but a sense of apathy. It could be that you're feeling stuck, but also there's a bit of familiarity and comfort in that sense of feeling stuck. So there's a bit of laziness, perhaps apathy. The Four of Cups also reminds us to be grateful for the little things, and not perhaps being so quick to turn down new things. We'll see how it plays out. Next, we have the Seven of Cups, or water. The Seven of Water, the Seven of Emotion. This is a card about possibility and potential, focusing on the best and brightest possibility and potential, because that's what these cups represent. Cups is governed by the element of water, which governs our emotional landscape, right? So the Seven of Cups, it's not a practical card, but it doesn't need to be. I mean, everything begins with dream, right? The Seven of Cups, each cup, it's not as clearly defined in this as in some other decks, but the Seven of Cups usually shows each cup being full of something different, but the most beautiful thing, right? So it focuses on looking at the possibility and potential of something rather than the negatives. Excuse me, it's kind of a dreamy card, daydreaming, fantasizing, building castles in the sky. I wonder what could be possible, if I did this certain thing, or if this certain thing happened. With the Star, what a beautiful combination of cards. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. And I say renewed because in the tarot, the Star comes after the Tower, which is major change, sometimes difficult change, things breaking down, crumbling away, right? The Star comes after it to renew, restore, and rebuild hope, faith. It's kind of like spring after winter, daylight after nighttime, hope after despair, health after sickness. It may be something that maybe you gave up on before. It almost feels like there's the possibility for a second chance at something here, maybe something you had more or less given up on. Next we have Judgment, which makes sense because Judgment is that crossroads. You're being called to action, but you're also being called to be responsible for what you choose or don't choose, right? I mean, what is judgment anyway? What does it mean to be judged? It means that you're called to answer for what you did or didn't do. You're responsible. We are all responsible for our own decisions and actions, right? Good, bad, and different. But it's interesting because sometimes judgment is looked at, one of the connotations of judgment is the second chance card, which is kind of similar to the Star as well. It may be that you've had another opportunity or other opportunities before, you've turned them down. Well, here is another one. But judgment also sometimes implies that there won't be another one after this, right? It's a call to action, because regardless of the deck, it usually shows some angelic being or archangel, blowing his trumpet. Who's going to answer? Will you move forward? Because it's quite clear that some of you are feeling stuck. There's an opportunity here, but of course, choosing to walk down a new road means you have to close the door on another one, and that can be kind of scary, but you are considering the possibility and potential here. So with Judgment is the Ace of Cups. Aces representing the number 1, so a new start, the opportunity for a new start, emotional new start, or the beginning of a path that could lead to true emotional fulfillment. Might be new love and romance for some of you. I mean, it might not. It's just the Ace of Cups is the beginning of the heart opening up again to something. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy focus is the Three of Cups, which speaks of celebrations and social energies, our tribe, our community, strong support system. Well, let's peel it back a little bit. All right, let's take a look at that Three of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, change. This is kind of, I might, for some of you, I'm reading for some of you, I think that might be on the cusp of Cancer and Leo, because Leo had a somewhat similar reading. The Wheel of Fortune, God's finger, as I like to call it. This is divine timing and orchestration, God, spirit, angels, and guides orchestrating or allowing something to happen because it's part of the plan. We have no control over this, the Wheel of Fortune, right? It's divine timing and orchestration, and it's change coming in. But it's connected to the Three of Cups. It's connected to your tribe, your friends, your community, your support system. I feel like this King of Swords, or whatever this issue is around the offer or opportunity, is somehow originating from or because of your community or your support system. We have the Three of Wands, which is a card about growth and expansion, moving forward out of a stuck place. The World and the Fool. Oh my goodness. Interesting. Leo got these both two. So here we have the first major arcana card in the tarot and the last major arcana card in the tarot, right? The Fool has the 0 because it's starting a brand new journey, a brand new cycle of the tarot. A cycle of the tarot represents a chapter in our life, or a set of chapters, different phases that we go through in life, right? We go through many different phases, right, in our life. So the world represents, so the Fool represents starting a whole new cycle and going through learning, growing, changing, evolving, succeeding, failing, just learning, right? Different phases. And the World represents completion. You've reached the end of that particular chapter, and now it's time to move on. Different landscape, new horizon, different opportunities, right? Major change here, but Spirit is bringing it. Now, that doesn't mean you have to take it. As I often say, free will and free agency is a gift that's been given to us by Spirit. Even though Spirit may, as they are here, present an offer or opportunity, you have the choice to say yes, you have the choice to say no. That's what judgment is. But you're also responsible for the outcome. We are all responsible for the outcome of our decisions, right? Let's take a look at that King of Swords and Four of Cups. Four of Cups again. Now, the Four of Cups with the Four of Cups, I mean, that's pretty strong stuck energy, and it's pretty strong apathy energy, you know, but it's usually born of fear, you know. Yeah, I could take this offer or opportunity, but then I'd have to leave these 3 cups that I have. I don't know, you know, it's kind of like feeling stuck, but also there's comfort and familiarity in that stuck place, right? And that could be anything. It could be an actual physical place, a job, a relationship. You know, I don't know if I want to take this new offer or opportunity. The 3 of Cups, again, very strongly connected to your people, your tribe, your community, the Devil and Death. But it would represent a final ending and transformation of a situation which may not have started as unhealthy or toxic, but has become, you know, but has grown to be unhealthy or toxic. And yet, just like with the Four of Cups, the Devil has this temptation about it, which is what keeps bringing us back to it over and over and over again until it's broken. So whatever this offer or opportunity is, it will break that cycle. But it also kind of points to that whatever the stuck place you're in, it's comfortable, right? And there's some tempting aspects to it, you know. It's known, it's familiar, but Spirit wants you to leave it. Okay, let's take a look at that Seven of Cups and Star. Dreamy, a new chance, a second chance, maybe something you'd given up on, believing was possible for you. Judgment again. The Lovers. It may potentially affect a relationship, maybe a strong karmic relationship. It might be that it's time for that relationship to end, or the choice or decision, because this is about a relationship at a crossroads and a significant choice needing to be made. It might be about the relationship itself. Do we go together forward? Do we go our separate ways? Is there a third person involved? Do I need to make a choice about that? Or it could be in another area of life, but this choice is going to significantly impact a relationship. I mean, with the Ace of Cups, it might be new love and romance for some of you, that opportunity. The Eight of Wands and the Star again. Wow, the Star twice. So the Eight of Wands is our fast movement, action, communication, powerful, precise, headed somewhere. It's also our traditional travel card. It might be, there might be travel involved in this. It might be a relationship or a job even, or a career path that requires or includes traveling, moving, or relocating as well. Fast moving energy. I think once you say yes to this, if you do say yes to this, things are going to move pretty quickly. Let's take a look at Judgment and the Ace of Cups. It's you have I understand the apathetic stuck energy, because what you have is familiar. There's a certain comfort in it. There's certain things you get out of it, right? It's quite clear that Spirit is bringing a rather stunning opportunity for you to break that and move forward onto a brand new path. Very clearly, the World, the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment twice. I mean, the Devil, the Death. I mean, it's quite clear here that Spirit is working quite hard to give you the opportunity. All you have to do is walk through the door. Well, I don't mean all you have to do. I'm not discounting the challenges faced in walking away from or breaking the cycles that have such a hold on you. That's difficult. It's challenging, but it's pretty clear here that's what Spirit wants for you. Judgment and the Ace of Cups. Ten of Wands, Six of Cups, coming to the end of a cycle which, again, may not have started out to be heavy, but it has grown to be too heavy, too overwhelming, and it must be laid down. Tens represent cycle endings and achievements here. The Ten of Wands represents, this is going to be too heavy for me. I can't carry this anymore. I can't do this. The Six of Cups points to the history of it. It's whatever the situation is, you're being given the opportunity to exit from or leave or change. It feels like that situation's been in place for quite a long time, which is probably why there's this still a sense of comfort, familiarity, and attachment to it. With the Ace of Cups, we have two more aces. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Brand new, this strong potential, brand new beginnings in your emotional landscape, in your passion, fire, creative, inspirational landscape, and even in your practical landscape. Could be new jobs, moving, relocating, a combination of all of those. Major change here. And it's like God, Spirit, angels, and guides have done everything they can to orchestrate this for you. But again, you could say no. Let's end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. I hadn't even really started shuffling properly for guidance and advice. Strength card jumped out. Facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. Facing them, walking through them, moving through them. Takes strength, courage, wisdom, and humility to do that. Those are also qualities you get stronger in by doing that. Guidance, advice, feedback from Spirit. The Tower. You've got all the major arcana cards here. When the Tower comes out as advice, it's advice to let something fall, crumble, end. Even though you thought you were going to be in it for the rest of your life, it's time. It's time for major change. The Two of Swords and the Moon, very similar cards. This speaks of difficult decisions that you're going to have to make on a spiritual and intuitive level, going within. The Moon encourages us to embrace the unknown moving forward and to not focus too much on those deep-seated fears that might get exaggerated by your fear and anxiety and stress of an unknown future. Right? Because a lack of complete clarity can make, deep-seated fears we have seem even more magnified. So try not to do that. It's all about having balance here. And that's how you're going to make this decision, on an intuitive and spiritual level, but balancing the information that you do have. Temperance is about neither too much of one nor too much of the other, kind of staying grounded in the middle. It's not a static position. As things change, you have to it's like being on a seesaw or a teeter-totter. You stay in the middle. You go on the outside arms, which are things you can't control. That's where you're going to lose your balance. It's about staying in the middle, and as those unexpected things come in and happen, we kind of have to shift, maybe adjust a little bit, shift a little bit here and there, maybe a little compromise, a little negotiate here, but still staying grounded and center, remaining balanced here. That's Seven of Cups again. You see how in this particular deck, each of the cups has something in it. It's like the most, whatever the thing is, it's the most beautiful aspect of that thing, possibility and potential. Two swords, Knight of Swords, Knight of Air in here, and the Knight of Fire, So sooner rather than later, it's about moving forward, trying to keep your emotions balanced, move forward with the information you have, but also trusting your intuition, because it's going to have to be made between a balance of the two. All right, Cancer, those are your messages for the first half of August 2024. I hope that for those of you for whom they resonated, it was helpful, it was clarifying, gave you some food for thought. Again, if it did resonate, you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact information by clicking the description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the August mid-month readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe. Hope to see you back here again soon, or to hear from you as well. Take care. Bye-bye.